So how does the internet work? The internet. We use it every day, but have you ever stopped to wonder, how does the internet actually work? How does your computer or phone connect to websites, stream videos, and download files from all over the world? The internet is a global network of computers that are all connected together. Think of it like a huge web. And just like a spider's web, all the different parts are interconnected, allowing information to travel from one part of the web to another. So when you visit a website, send an email, or stream a video, you're sending and receiving information across this massive web of connected computers. So how does your device connect to the internet? Let's start with what happens when you connect your phone, computer, or any device to the internet. At first, your device needs to connect to an internet service provider. Your ISP is like a gatekeeper. They give you access to the internet. They essentially connect your device to the wider web. So let's say you're at home and you connect to Wi-Fi. Your router, the device that manages the internet connection in your house, communicates with your ISP, which then connects you to the internet. Once you're connected to the internet, your device is assigned an IP address. An IP address is like your device's phone number on the internet. It's a unique identifier that lets other computers know who's sending or receiving information. Whenever your device communicates with another device or server on the internet, it uses this IP address to identify itself. So when you visit a website like google.com, you're not typing in Google's IP address. That would be too difficult to remember. Instead, you type in the domain name, like google.com, and the internet uses a special service called DNS, which stands for Domain Name System, to find the corresponding IP address. Think of DNS like the internet's phone book. When you enter a domain name, DNS translates it into the correct IP address, so your device knows where to send the request. For example, when you type in google.com, DNS looks up the IP address for Google's servers. Your computer uses that IP address to connect to Google's server and get the web page. Once your device knows where to go, it's time to send and receive data. Here's where something called packets comes into play. When you send the message or request something from a website, that data is broken into small chunks called packets. These packets travel across the internet and are reassembled once they reach their destination. Now, let's talk about routers. Routers are like the traffic cops of the internet. They direct these data packets from one point to another, ensuring they take the most efficient route. Your home router, for example, directs packets between your devices and the internet. But across the wider internet, there are millions of routers working together, ensuring that data moves efficiently from one place to another. What's fascinating is that packets might not all take the same route to their destination. Some packets might go through one path while others go through a completely different path, depending on traffic and network congestion. However, when they reach the destination, they're reassembled in the correct order. So where do websites like Google, YouTube, or Facebook actually exist? Websites are hosted on special computers called servers. A server is just a computer that stores websites, data, and other content, making them accessible to other devices over the internet. When you visit a website, you're essentially sending a request to that server asking for the website's content. The server then sends the data back to your device in the form of packets, which are then reassembled so that you can view the web page. Now, when your computer communicates with a server to retrieve a web page, it uses a specific protocol called HTTP, which is known as the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or HTTPS, the secure version of HTTP. HTTP is the protocol used for transferring data over the web. HTTPS is the secure version that encrypts the data, ensuring it's safe from hackers. So when you see HTTPS in a web address, it means the communication between your device and the website is encrypted for security. So how does the internet handle huge amounts of data? The internet is designed to be decentralized, meaning there isn't one single hub or server that handles all the traffic. Instead, millions of servers, routers, and devices work together to manage the data flow. And because the internet uses packets, data can be sent in smaller pieces, which helps avoid congestion and makes sure that the network runs efficiently. If one route is too busy, packets can be rerouted through a different path. Let's quickly summarize what happens when you visit a website like youtube.com. First, your device connects to your ISP, which gives you access to the internet. So when you search for youtube.com, the DNS translates that into YouTube's IP address. Then your device sends a request to YouTube's server, which is broken into small packets. And then routers direct the packets across the internet to YouTube's server. YouTube's server responds by sending the data back in packets, which your device reassembles to show the website. It's incredible how quickly all of this happens in just milliseconds. And that's how the internet works. It's an amazing system of connected devices, all working together to make sure data flows smoothly between people, websites, and applications all around the world. I hope this video helped you understand the basic concepts of how the internet works. If you found this video useful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon to stay updated on all our future content. And if you have any questions or want to learn more about any specific part of the internet, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.